You keep wondering why people talk over you, ignore your boundaries, and suddenly forget your value the moment you need it most. Here's the unvarnished truth. You trained them to do it. Every time you over-explained, every time you apologized for existing, every time you smiled when you should be gone silent. Congratulations, you've been the human welcome at, and nobody even sent a thank you card. Respect isn't missing from your life. You gave it away like it was candy on Halloween. And now you're shocked when no one cues for it. This video will teach you 5 ruthless psychological switches that flip the social hierarchy instantly. And the last trick, it's the one move nobody teaches, because once you pull it, there's no going back. 1. Remove your emotional availability. He who is everywhere is nowhere, Machiavelli mused. Power doesn't live in crowded inboxes, or in your desperate eagerness to be liked. Scarcity is the currency of respect. You answer texts faster than Amazon Prime. You explain yourself like you're giving a mini-series on your life choices no one asked for. You smile through microaggressions. You accommodate. You rationalize. And every time, you teach people exactly how far they can push before you react. Here's the hilarious irony. Your availability signals safety, and safety screams non-threat. Congratulations. People see you as a dependable puppy, not a man whose presence shifts the room. Warmth without distance is like leaving candy on your doorstep and being surprised when raccoons move in. You confuse being nice with being respected. Spoiler alert. They're mutually exclusive. Step 1. Become surgically unavailable. This doesn't mean becoming a sociopath. It means responding slower, speaking less, and letting silence do the heavy lifting. Stop filling awkward pauses. Stop over-explaining. Stop making your internal world public property. Every time someone expects instant access to you and finds nothing, they panic just enough to respect you. Emotional availability is a form of leverage, and when you withdraw it, others start earning your attention instead of assuming it's free. The rules are simple. Speak less than you think necessary. Stop apologizing for boundaries. Let people wonder what you're thinking. And the best part, silence looks effortless when you pull it off. People will feel like they're missing something important, and they are. Here's the dark joke. The more uncomfortable they get, the more authority you've silently claimed. You're not being cruel. You're being effective. When applied consistently, this first law will make people treat you differently before they even hear your first word. They'll adjust, they'll hesitate, they'll respect you, all because you refuse to be easy to access. 2. Never explain yourself to people who didn't earn it. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally, Balthazar Gracian once said. Translation: fools over-explain, wise men don't. You have this habit of explaining yourself like it's a public service announcement. Someone raises an eyebrow and suddenly you're delivering a documentary on your last 5 decisions, or why you didn't text back immediately, or why your opinion on literally everything matters. You think clarity earns respect? Wrong. Every explanation is like handing a roadmap to your insecurities. And guess what? People are not lost. They're scavengers. They will use that map to push, test, and manipulate you. The dark humor, every time you justify yourself. You downgrade your authority into a focus group discussion. You didn't gain respect. You made yourself negotiable. You're like a human fact page. Informative, available, utterly forgettable. Explanations are a privilege, not a default. Only give them to those who've earned it. Here's how you do it. Speak in statements, not defenses. That won't happen. Done. No qualifiers, no footnotes, no emotional garnish. Avoid justifying decisions. If someone pushes, respond with calm neutrality. That's one perspective. Exit conversations that demand unnecessary elaboration. Walk away mentally or peacefully before they get bored or bold. Remember, authority is silent, not apologetic. The less you explain, the more weight your words carry. People will start filling in the blanks themselves, assuming you're decisive, competent, and untouchable. The funny truth, they will often admire you for being decisive while simultaneously being annoyed they can't predict you. That tension That's power. This works because humans are wired to respect scarcity, not overexposure. Every extra sentence, every extra justification chips away at the dominance you could have quietly claimed. The one who explains least rules silently. When applied consistently, this law transforms your presence from negotiable to non-negotiable. People will begin recalibrating their expectations without a single argument from you. 3. Control the frame, or you'll live in someone else's. He who controls the narrative controls the city. Paraphrased from Machiavelli. In other words, if you're letting someone else set the rules, congratulations, you're already losing. You think conversations are just talking? They're not. They're status negotiations in real time. And right now, you're losing. You let others set the tone. They joke. You chuckle. They criticize. You explain. They rush. You scramble. And suddenly, you're living in their frame. Reactive, pliable, and, let's be honest, boring. Here's the punchline. You think flexibility is a virtue? It's not. Your furniture, useful, decorative, and entirely owned by the room. While everyone else is dancing to your frame, you're nodding politely as if that's a strategy. You confuse being agreeable with being respected. Spoiler alert. Agreeable rarely equals dominant. The frame is the invisible boundary that decides who leads and who follows. Whoever is calm, composed, and unshakable owns it. Whoever reacts, they're the guess who didn't RSVP. How to reclaim it. Don't answer questions the way they're asked. Reframe them. Interesting point. But here's the real question. Slow your pace. Speak deliberately. Let them feel the discomfort of waiting for your words. Redirect challenges to your terms. Someone criticizes, respond with, "That's one perspective." No argument, no justification. Embrace silence. People hate informational voids. They'll fill them with deference if you hold steady. It's like letting toddlers try to run the bank. The more chaos they create, the more you appear sane, in control, and terrifyingly competent. Your calm becomes a force. Your presence alone sets boundaries. They'll adjust, or they'll reveal themselves as irrelevant. Either way, the frame is yours. When mastered, this law ensures you dictate the conversation before anyone realizes they're in one with you. It's subtle, brutal, and psychologically intoxicating, all while keeping them guessing. 4. Be willing to disappoint without flinching. If you wish to be loved, be lovable. If you wish to be feared, Niccolo Machiavelli said. Notice he didn't say, try to do both without anyone noticing. You hate disappointing people. You soften no into maybe later. Or the classic I'll see. You overcompensate, over-explain, and over-apologize, just in case someone's fragile ego cracks. Here's the dark joke. The more you try not to disappoint, the less you're respected. You become predictable, safe, negotiable. A human Swiss Army knife that anyone can pull tools from at will. You believe respect is about being liked. Wrong. Being liked is optional. Being feared in the right way is compulsory for anyone who wants to take you seriously. You think disappointment will chase people away? It won't. It filters them. It separates the manipulators from the loyal, and that's exactly what you want. You must embrace the role of the unpleasant truth-teller. The man who says what's necessary, not what's convenient. Practical steps. Deliver clean nose. No qualifiers. No emotional cushioning. No footnotes. That doesn't work for me. End of sentence. Repeat boundaries calmly, without defense. If they push back, let the discomfort sit. Don't fix their feelings. Walk away mentally or physically if respect isn't immediately restored. Don't bargain. Don't rationalize. Here's the ironic truth. The moment someone is upset by your refusal is the moment you gain leverage. Disappointment is a filter. Those who respect you adjust. Those who used you reveal themselves. An exit. Darkly humorous reality. If everyone is happy with you, you're doing it wrong. The goal isn't comfort, it's authority. And authority feels uncomfortable to those who are accustomed to exploiting weakness. Being unapologetically firm is like sprinkling kryptonite on a crowd of manipulators. They hate it, and they deserve it. When applied consistently, this law separates the weak from the worthy, turning respect from an option into a requirement. People adjust immediately, or they self-eliminate from your life. 5. Walk away first, and mean it. The one who needs least wins. Often attributed to Machiavelli, power doesn't beg, power exits. And power never looks back. You stay too long. In conversations, relationships, rooms, even arguments that died weeks ago, you tell yourself you're being patient, loyal, or mature. But the truth is far simpler. You're scared of losing. Scared someone will notice you're replaceable. Scared of being irrelevant. Here's the darkly funny reality. The moment you fear losing, you already have. People can smell neediness from a mile away. And once they do, respect evaporates. You become negotiable, replaceable, adjustable. Suddenly, your presence is optional, and often treated as such. You don't lose power when you walk away. You lose it when you can't. You must be willing to exit first, cleanly, without drama or justification. Here's how it works. Step back the moment respect is tested. Don't argue. Don't beg. Don't justify. Just leave. End conversations before they go off course. Stop entertaining energy that doesn't serve you. Walk away physically, emotionally, and mentally. Be absent. Let your departure be a subtle earthquake. The irony. When people realize you don't fear absence, they recalibrate instantly. Tone sharpens effort, increases. Boundaries are respected. And if they don't adjust, you leave anyway. That's how power filters the irrelevant. Dark humor moment. Manipulators hate nothing more than someone who doesn't negotiate, explain, or plead. Someone who simply vanishes, like a meeting that was already over. And yes, that's exactly what you want. Remember, presence without need is magnetic. Need without presence is pathetic. Your ability to walk away first is the ultimate leverage, and it's terrifying to anyone who thrives on entitlement. When mastered, this law becomes the irreversible truth of social dominance. You are no longer at the mercy of their whims. You set the terms, or remove yourself entirely. Respect follows automatically. Stop returning to over-explaining, over-giving, and overstaying. That life is comfortable, yes, but it is powerless. These laws aren't motivational slogans. They're behavioral switches that redefine your presence and command authority instantly. Apply them, or stay exactly where you are. Ignored, used, and underestimated. If you're ready to step into the inner circle of truth, like the video and subscribe to the Shadow Mind Lab. This isn't self-improvement. This is social survival for those who refuse to be ordinary.